Elon is very strong, much stronger than the average man, and he's very tough. And obviously, historically speaking, you know that Elon, when he put his mind and energy into something, he's almost unstoppable.
Are you joining Threads? Are you getting on Zuckerberg's Threads? He has that new app called Threads. It's like a Twitter. It's supposed to rival Twitter.
Oh no, I mean, I'm not part of that trash talk thing, and I don't want to be part of it. I just. I let Elon know that if he needs me, I will be there to help him if he needs.
Hey, last thing, you're a UFC legend. Nate Diaz is a UFC legend. He fights in a month versus Jake Paul. Who you got in that? Nate or Jake?
It's hard because it's not in mixed martial art. If it would be a mixed martial art, it would be easy to choose. Now it's boxing. Boxing is a very specialized and limited form of fighting. So it's hard. It's hard to know. I don't have any knowledge.
Last fight versus Anderson Silva. You think he beats Nate, or give me a winner? You got to pick a winner there. Nate or Jake?
If I don't know because I don't. You need to know more data on both of these guys, and I don't know what they've been up to. You know. Yes.
Georges St-Pierre, question for you. And by the way, welcome to the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Your debut in the UFC was at UFC 46 in 2004. Could you even fathom that the sport would grow to an international conglomerate and mainstream?
I don't want to sound arrogant, but yes.
Really?
I knew when I first saw the UFC many years ago when I saw Royce Gracie winning the first tournament. I knew I had faith that this sport would one day become very big. Because it's an old sport that we just rediscover.
Yeah.
Of course, the rules used to be very different at that time in ancient Greece.
Right.
But I always had faith that it would be very popular.
Awesome. Very good.
George, Islam Makhachev right now looks like no one's going to be able to beat him at 155. What do you think of his skill set in that weight class and his career going forward?
His skill set are amazing. I mean, he's champion for a reason, but nobody is invincible. Everybody can lose. Everybody can make a mistake. And there's a lot of competition in this weight class. It's very competitive, so I'm interested to see who he's going to go up against next.
And just last one for me, Robbie Lawler's retiring after his fight on Saturday. Is that a fighter you wish you got to fight in your career, just with the connection to Matt Hughes? Robbie, at the media day yesterday, sort of said that he wished he would have fought you.
Yeah, I mean, he's a legend. I mean, he had some incredible fights, incredible highlight reel. That would have been great. However, I feel very good that he did what he did and I did what I did. So a big part of me is just very happy for him that he's been inducted in the Hall of Fame. He had an incredible fight with one of my teammates and friend, Rory McDonald. So I'm very happy for him.
What does it mean to you to be one of the great ambassadors? People talk about you need to talk a little bit of trash anymore to be a star. You were never that guy. I'm sure it's not your personality. What did it mean to you that you made it your way without getting into a lot of that talk?
Well, I think you need to be authentic, and you don't need to trash talk if it's not your personality. You have to realize that English is not my first language, and if you go back more than a decade ago, my English was not the best. I mean, it's still not great, but it got better over years. And I choose my battle very carefully. I know if I'm going into a trash talk contest against someone who speaks perfect English, I'm going to lose. Also because I'm just not good at it. So I decided to focus my energy on the most important thing, what I do in the octagon.
There's a new Captain America movie getting shot. Is Batroc coming back into it?
I got shot in the last season in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You don't see me die. When they do these kinds of series and movies, they only tell us only what we need to know to perform. So I wish I could tell you more, but I can't. I hope I'm going to be back, and I'm sure I'm going to be back because Batroc, he haven't said his last word. He's going to come back with his brigade to take over.
there's a BMF title fight coming up. What do you think about the matchup with Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje?
It's an interesting matchup stylistically. I'm excited for this one, and it's a fight that I'm gonna tune in for sure.
Do you see a winner?
Ooh, well, I I think they both gonna be winner in a way that, man, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. I think it's a fight that I believe we will remember for a long time.
Do you like the BMF belt? Do you like the idea of having another title that's not the unified title? It's the BMF belt. Do you like that the UFC's done that?
I think the BMF belt need to be put on when it's two guys fighting that are fans' favorite. I think that's what it should be for. I don't think the BMF belt should be old. I think it should be given to the guy who wins the fight. But then after, it could be another BMF belt with two other fighters. I don't think it should be a title that it should be given and to someone that he keeps it for itself. Because
you mentioned about Islam. How do you think he does when they, if you give him Charles Oliveira next?
It's an interesting one. I know he beat Charles Oliveira once, but nobody's perfect. Everybody can make a mistake. I'm not saying that, that's what it was. But it's not always the best fighter that wins the fight. It's the fighter that fight the best the night of the fight. Everybody can lose sometimes. Everybody can make a mistake. And I would be interesting to see a second fight between these two guys. We'll see what's going to happen. I mean, style makes fight, and it's interesting. I will tune in.